According to Euromonitor, the average person in the U.S. consumes more than 126 grams of sugar per day. That's equal to 25.2 teaspoons of the equivalent of drinking a little over 3 12-ounce colas. About 9 months ago, I was diagnosed with lupus, which is an autoimmune disease, which meant my immune system was messed up. There's something triggering my immune system, which meant that I was swollen all the time. I was bloated. I was not feeling myself. And it also meant that I had to go on a strict diet, which meant no sugary foods, no sugary drinks, no salty foods, nothing of that. So my biggest one was soda, because I was drinking soda basically every single day. And as we all know, soda is not good for you. And with drinking soda, I always felt bloated. I felt my hands were always in more pain. And once I stopped, I felt like a new person. I wasn't in pain no more. My hands were not swollen. My body felt way better. I felt like I could do more stuff. I had more energy without soda. In 2011 to 2014, according to CDC, 6 in 10 youth and 5 in 10 adults drink a sugar-sweetened beverage on a given day. On average, United States youth consumes 143 calories from sugar drinks, and United States adults consume 145 calories from sugar drinks in a given day. In this map I have here, it shows how much sugary drinks like people intake, and in North Carolina and South Carolina it's over 35%, which is very high compared to the other ones, because I think the lowest ones are 20%, which is all the white, and then the light shaded is 20 to 25%, and the dark ones are over 35%, which is ridiculous. All these are 35%. I know that many of you drink soda, but today I'd like to talk to you about, first, why you shouldn't drink soda, second, how it affects your health, and finally, what it contains. So now, why you shouldn't. Many people around the world drink soda to boost their energy. Soda has become an addiction to many people, but many people probably don't even know how it affects you and what it contains inside. According to Health Essential, phosphoric acid in cola leaches calcium out of the bone. This is why you shouldn't. According to CDC, frequently drinking sugar-sweetened beverages is associated with weight gain, obesity, type 2 diabetes, non-alcoholic liver disease, tooth decay and cavities, and gout, which is a type of arthritis. Now that I've given you information about why you shouldn't, let's move on to how it affects you. Soda can affect the body in many ways. According to Food Revolution, regular consumption of sugary drinks can be led to diabetes and heart disease. This is why you should eliminate soda from your life. As you can see, it may be a little hard to stay away. Now let's look at what soda contains. But first, I would like to tell you guys, if you guys really want to stop drinking soda, and if you guys are really serious about, like, when you go to the store and you're looking at it, you should really tell yourself, I'm not doing this to myself. I really do not need a can of Coke. This is not something I want to deal with in the long run. Do I really need to, am I really going to be high, like, basically off of all these risk factors? No, it's not worth it at all. You can get something else. Get a water, which will give you more energy than a soda. As you can see, everything contained in soda is very bad for you. All the chemicals aren't good. The consequences and risk factors are not worth fighting for or dealing with. Quitting soda can make you less likely to have all the risk factors it contains, and your body would be chemical free if you stopped. And who wouldn't want a chemical free body? I think all of us want one, right? Like, I don't think none of us wants to deal with hospital visits, doctor visits, because you have something from soda triggered your body. You know what I mean? In my position, I feel that we should not drink soda because, as I just said, all the risk factors that it has to it, and it's really not worth dealing with. I feel like there are better things out there that you can deal with rather than drinking a can of Coke and having all the risk factors back to it. Most Most sodas contain artificial sweeteners and sugars, which means it's not real sugar. It's just artificial. The chemicals contained are sodium carbonate and potassium benzoate. And today, are benzoate. Those chemicals are really terrible for your body. That's what makes you feel bloated all the time. It makes you weight gain and all the stuff that you shouldn't feel. Like, I noticed a lot when you stop drinking soda. I think you guys will understand where I'm coming from, but when you guys stop drinking soda, you'll feel like not bloated anymore. Because I feel like when I drank soda, I was always like bloated. I always felt like heavier. Like, I don't know, like I felt like I had a lot of weight on my shoulders, which was not good. But I feel like once you stop, you should feel better. You might miss it, of course, but remember, always keep that mindset and tell yourself, I do not need this. I do not need soda in my life to keep me going. I don't need soda to give me energy. I don't need any of this. Because I don't think any of us, especially girls, want to be bloated, especially when you're outside in a dress, right? Because that's the worst. Because especially if you're drinking it at a party. Oh my God, that's really the worst. But today, I have informed you about why you shouldn't drink soda, how it affects your health, and what it contains. And I think after seeing what it contains, none of you guys would want to drink soda ever again. I hope so, because I don't think any of us wants to deal with risk factors in our life. And I hope that after listening to this, you can change your mind about drinking soda. Remember, your life and your health is way more important than a can of Coke. Thank you for listening. My name is Simran Tahara.